welcome back to CCC, which is Catalogue to Tracking the Cat. I'm Milana Prakash, an incoming PGP student at IIM Ahmedabad, and I am also a mass media graduate, which is why I think I'm sort of qualified to make this video on what is a non-engineer's guide to tracking the cat. I want to say that as a non-engineer, we are at a slight advantage because a lot of IIMs these days are looking for diverse profiles, right? And my deepest sympathies lie with the engineers. We are also at a slight disadvantage because we are so out of touch with quants, which is like a problem area for a lot of non-engineers. That said, you could be a non-engineer who's facing difficulties in the other two sections as well. Regardless of what your weakness area is, I think there is one method that really helped me, which I'd like to share with you. Now, the first thing to do is to do a SWOT analysis. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you know what a SWOT analysis is, but if you don't, then fret not. So basically, a SWOT analysis is like creating 4 windows where you slot your topics or you slot whatever you are analyzing on the basis of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, right? So strengths are topics that you must absolutely do in this context. Like arithmetic was my strength, and I knew I absolutely had to do it. I knew that verbal ability was a major component of it, and I knew I was good at it. So I made sure I focused on it. Now, what really happens is sometimes with strengths we end up taking them for granted. There's a sense of complacency that sets in, so it's important to combat that and to make sure that you are not taking a lackadaisical approach towards it. Right. Then when it comes to your opportunities, now these are areas which need to be strengthened, but you have an innate aptitude for them. So like geometry, I knew that I could do it, but I just needed to focus more on it. So those are opportunity areas. Then you come to your weaknesses. Weaknesses are areas where I think I just wanted to do the basics. I didn't really want to touch the difficult questions. I felt I could not do it, to be very honest. And then last is the threats area. Now, threats are topics which might just topple your scores. So the best thing is to leave them untouched, or if you have the time for it and you think you can ace it, then nothing like it. But if you feel this is a topic that is beyond your abilities, and that's perfectly fine. Like for me, it was permutations and combinations. For the life of me, I could not understand it. So I chose to completely skip it. Based on whatever your strengths and weaknesses are, try to do a SWOT analysis and see where you stand. Once you're done with the SWOT analysis, do a topic-wise weightage. Now, it's one thing to know where you are comfortable, and another thing to realize which topics are unskippable when it comes to the actual exam. Like as an example, you can't skip RCs. Then once you've figured that out, once you've figured out the weightages of each topics, then you sort of make a table. Now, in this table, you compare weightage with comfort levels. So, just as an example, you realize that arithmetic forms a huge portion of the math section, and you're very comfortable at it. So then you decide to study that topic. So based on, both these parameters, which are weightage and comfort, you basically decide whether to study, skip, or consider those topics. Then we come to prioritization of the sections. Now, there is one section that I'm sure you're very good at. So whatever that section may be, make sure you work at it and make sure you target a 97 to 100th percentile, anywhere between those two in that particular section. Now, the second thing is to maximize. This is the second best section, so you need to target something above a 95 plus. Now, in the last section, which is probably your weakness section, it is okay to just scrape through the sectional cutoff. Now, as non-engineers, we still have a good chance of getting a call from some of the top IIMs if we clear the sectional cutoffs. So that should be the bare minimum that you're aiming for, but don't limit yourself to just that. If you can do better, then nothing like it. So just to wrap up, what is the action plan? The first step is to strategize. The second step is to select which topics you want to do. Then you attempt those questions in the mock, and then you analyze the mocks. Now, this is a topic for another video perhaps, but I want to say that you must take as many mocks as you can, and more importantly, you need to analyze each of these mocks. That's it from my end for this video. If you liked it, then please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. There will be more stuff coming up soon, and I hope to see you again.